Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Taurus. This is a general reading, so may not resonate with everyone, but if it does, there is an extended to it, and the link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. So how are you doing, Taurus? How has October been treating you so far? I hope positive developments everywhere. Let's see, Taurus, what do you desire? What's your desire for this week? Lovers. So love relationship, mutually beneficial relationship. What's blocking it? Seven of Wands. Let's see what. The Seven of Wands in a way represents your focus on work. And so let's keep going on and let's see what the love relationship represents. Does it represent a work energy, or does it represent an actual love relationship or romantic relationship? Or is it a family relationship? Lovers, a very good, strong love, it could be a very good, strong, mutually beneficial relationship too. What was your past like? Five of Chalices. So Five of Chalices was like a difficult conversation that happened in the past. So you have four people in the sea, and then you're watching them. It's like difficult conversation, four past people. Actually, five past people, and then it's like difficult conversations that came in. So that's what it represents. Mind's ambition, the devil. So looking to get past this devil energy, this bondage, this depression that you probably are in after this deception. So your mind wants to get past that bondage and depression. See how you are inside chains and you want to get past the devil energy. Get past this depression that you probably are in. And a heart's desire, Eight of Chalices, get to a point where you're resolute to move forward. You want to leave past whatever has happened. You want to move forward. Keep going ahead. So it's like get past this depressive phase, and if you have developed some addiction like alcohol addiction or something, you will not want to grow outside it. You want to get past this Five of Chalice energy, and you want to go ahead. So in this scenario, Seven of Wands could have represented your workaholism. And you have been, that's where I think instead of alcohol addiction is more about your workaholic addiction, and that you're using it to get over, like not think about this past deception or past conflict. So it's like, a lot of people do that where they use work to get over their depression. Like they don't even want to accept the depression. They just want to get past it, just keep working more and more and get past it. So it could also, in a way, bondage in here can also represent your workaholism. And for you to get to a stage where you are resolute to move ahead, you would want to deal with all these past baggages and get an understanding inside your depression. Only then that would give you a resolution on how you can leave your past behind, or how you can leave whatever has happened in your past, a difficult conversation, or any breakup, or even friends going away. That will also leave depression, yeah. Future, what does it look like? Five of Wands. So future, it's like you would have this difficult conversation and you would bring it to a resolution. So this conflict that has arose in the past and that has moved you in some sort of depression or some sort of workaholism, and now you're dealing with it, you're looking to deal with that. And one way of doing it is facing it, having that difficult conversation, completing it, bringing it to an end. Suggested advice or context, Knight of Swords. suggested context for this advice, Two of Swords. So it's like, watch out yourself when you're having this conversation. When you are going through this difficult conversation, watch yourself. Don't be impatient. Don't say something that you don't probably want to say. And at times, so it's like Eight of Chalices also represents that some of the things that have happened in the past, people who want to bring you down, they want to poke you right over there, and you do probably want to react to it. In a Knight of Swords energy, because you're so self-confident, you might end up going into a self-defensive mode rather than ignoring it. Ignoring would allow you to release any negative emotion. Going in a self-defensive mode, you would still be responding to someone else's attack or someone else's point of view in that difficult conversation that you have. Hopes and fears, Queen of Wands. And final outcome, Four of Coins. So this looks like a work situation to me, because at the end you're seeking for stability and coins, and Queen of Wands is like a intellectual, warm, passionate person who can take care of themselves, and so, like they have close friendships and like colleagues, and like they're close colleagues, and they want to take care of not just themselves but everyone, and they're more on the like. One of the other things important for Queen of Wands is being true to their cause, whatever they believe in, and it's more or less on the righteous side. But like, I don't want to use the word righteous, so that's why. What they believe in, they want to stay true to that cause, and for that, they gain all the intellectual power they need, and at the same time, they're warm and compassionate to all their close-knit friends. So this seems to be like a work energy, where you are seeking for a very mutual, beneficial work relationship. Previously, and I think that's what's blocking, that you were competitive with that person, and that was a difficult conversation in the past that was blocking you from getting into a mutual relationship with them. You would have to address some issues during that difficult conversation before you can get past and get into this mutually beneficial relationship. You have to go through that difficult conversation, understand. And so the blockage over here is, instead of hiding away from this conversation, instead of just working and focusing on work and hoping that this conversation would go away, you are advised to have this conversation, because literally the advice is have that conflict conversation. Get past any baggage, anything that was blocking you and your colleague from moving ahead, or set of colleagues, because your hope is to get into this Queen of Wands energy and find a stability in your coins. So that's what I feel the message is. The suggestion is that instead of just focusing on your action, focusing on an action that provides for yourself. Since you're hoping to get into this Queen of Wands energy, which would help you provide you a stable abundance and would also provide for people and companions around you, and since your true desire is to seek this mutually beneficial work relationship, you would have to go through this conversation with the person you were previously competitive with. Once you get past that conversation and get past these past fears that were inside you, or the past anxiety about that person, or being in a relationship with that person, and this seems to be a work relationship more than a romantic relationship. And previously, your baggage, like your bondage, was that you just get over this discussion by ignoring it, avoiding it, and all that avoidance has left you with this baggage and fear. So suggestion is that have the conversation, go through the discussion process, figure out why you were competitive with that person previously, and what needs to be resolved for you and that person to come into a mutually beneficial work relationship, that you two can come together and maybe your set of colleagues, close knit of colleagues, to become this group of people who can bring financial stability to you. So instead of just working for yourself and being immersed in your work and not trying to have a proper set of conversations with people who you actually want to be in true relationship with, is actually what's blocking you from moving forward. And you actually want to move forward in that relationship because you clearly see a benefit by working together with that other person. That's what I feel the message is. I hope it helped you. And if it did, there's an extended to it. The link for that is below in the description box. In the extended, I would look more at the overall energy and what we can think, what messages are there about this conversation that needs to be done. And if there's any other timing message, like when should you have this conversation. So we will look all into that in the extended. If you like the video, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have a nice week. Bye.